Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this week's video. Now this week's video I'm going to try and keep short. I haven't been able to get out my camera much recently over the last few weeks. I've just been super busy with the mini camper, getting the car sorted and things like that. So I've been trying to sort of deal with that, but I've been working with the little bits at home, and this is what this week's video is all about. I've been getting some of my artwork printed, and I thought I'd show you and see what I'm going to do with it, and you know, just some of the process I go about behind when I get my work printed. So if you've been following the channel for a while now, you'd know that I've been printing for quite some time now, because I released a video a few years ago on it. But since then I've learned a hell of a lot more from how an image goes from camera to paper, and you know, from the way it looks on a backlit screen to going on certain different papers and using different inks and different printers makes a massive difference. And I've just been messing around this year again with different papers, and this is, you can see a little collection behind me, and there's one also here. This is all on new paper that I've never printed on before. I've printed on Variety a lot of the time, and there's a few ones that I've done on a photo rag, but this is all like a watercolour sort of paper. It's got a lot of texture behind it, so that's why I wanted to sort of like show you guys what I've been doing, because I wanted to try and get these right, because eventually these are going to be framed and going up on my wall and all in the office. This is what these ones are for. These are for, I've chosen for, that I really like to go up in my office to make it look a bit nicer. So let's have a look at some of the images that I've chosen to go up in my office. Now I've chosen a few. I've got 4. I will put them up on the screen as I'm talking about them, because you won't be able to see them as well as I can, because obviously it's just not backlit, so you just don't get that. But I've chosen this one. This is one of my favourite ones that I managed to capture last year back on a trip in a new location that I found, and I absolutely love this one. The colour in the ferns and everything, it really sort of pops and things like that, and that's on a photo rag paper, so it's got a bit of texture, no gloss whatsoever, and I think it really works well. And I think if you're shooting woodlands and things that have got a lot of texture, not so much of a sunset colours, like really sort of like harsh, contrasty sort of, I think photo rag is a good mix. It's a good place to start off if you're looking to print some of your work and you're not quite sure. Photo rag definitely is like a go-between between the two. It's not very glossy. Well, in fact, it's not glossy at all, but it's not so textured that it mutes a lot of the colours either. So I mean, it's a good place to start. So I definitely would recommend this paper. I've got another one as well on this, which I believe is this one. I am denied which one to print really on the rag, because obviously it was, like I said, photo rag is one of those ones where I've printed on before, but I haven't really tested it much on with different things. I've just sort of like, if I wasn't sort of too sure, I'd just print it on that. But no, this is a nice waterfall-y type one, as you can see, which was taken in my local country park, and it was one of the first waterfall sort of like ones that I was really happy with. So that's that one. But I will show you this one, which was done on a rag as well, which is another waterfall one. But the one that I wanted to show you, which was like the really textured paper. Now this holds detail really, really well, and I knew this one was going to go on a etching paper. It's a German etching paper, and it's like water. The only way to describe it is, when I was at school, there was watercolours paper, and that's what it reminds me of. It's really textured. The blacks I find with Baryta it makes the darks really dark, and then with this texture paper it's not quite as dark. It's like a subtle, it looks like it's got a fade on or something on it, like it's very what's the word, like grey areas, but they're not grey, they're still black, but they hold detail. So it's this is why I quite like shooting my woodland stuff on this. especially these two types of paper. There's only, I think, once I took one woodland shot and I printed it on Baryta. I hated it. I did not like it. Baryta for me is my sunsets and things like that. Maybe the odd seascape because of the sunset colours and things like that, but usually I save that paper for the really vibrant, bright, heavy contrast, black and white even, and things like that. But no, I'll show you this one as well, and the detail, as you can see, I mean, it's just come out amazing. Like, I can see every single leaf on that, and it is just fantastic. Obviously, for any of the videos that these photos have featured or was in on my ventures, I'll link them all up in the cards. But like I said, I just wanted to sort of show you what I've been doing, and I heavily really insist, if you are a photographer that's never printed before, you really should do it. I think that it does have a value and a learning value behind it as well, because like I said, I've seen lots of videos online about how I'm printing and things like that, and they do always say the same thing, that most people take, because it's digital, you take the photo, you put it into your Lightroom or Photoshop, you edit it, you upload it to Instagram, Facebook, wherever, and that's it. It just goes straight onto your hard drive. You don't really see it again. It might pop up every now and then as a memory or whatever, but that's about it. But printing it reminds you of it, and you get to experience it again often when you see it or when someone buys it, and it's just one of those things, and it does make a big difference seeing it on paper to a backlit screen, like 100%. That was the first thing I noticed on how different a photo really looks, and it's getting it just right. But finding printers that really does they find printers that will help you, and you just explain to them, I'm new to this, I want to get to learn it, and that's exactly what I did. They're not too far away from me, walking distance, and I'm really lucky to have them right on my doorstep, and they've done a fantastic job with all my prints, and like I said, that they print them all out for me, I come along, check them, and that's it, I take them home. So, but yeah, I am going to call it now. If you are interested in any of my work to be printed, please just give us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and if it's available as a print, I will contact you back, and we'll talk about trying to get you one shipped out. But obviously at the moment, website is down, and it's no plans at the moment to go back up, which is a shame, but I just haven't got the time to do it. So yeah, thank you much for watching. Oh, I will tell you though, just a quick one. Next week's video, I am back out on location on the South Downs. So stay tuned for that, because I'm looking forward to getting back out onto the South Downs, and I've done a bit of work on the car, so that's helped as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. If it's not next week, it's the week after. Every 2 weeks, I think I'm trying at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know it's only been a quick short one. I just wanted to sort of show you what I've been up to, and I've just been sorting out some prints for the office and things like that for myself. I needed a shake up. I've got a few of my work printed around, but I just wanted to change because it's been up there for a while. So yeah, I'm going to go and frame all this lot now. It is a long process make sure there's nothing trapped between the glass and the print, so I'm going to go and do that. But thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you've got any tips, or if you don't know much about printing, please leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. If not, I can send you a link to a video that might be able to answer your question, because obviously I'm still learning as well. So yeah, please subscribe as well if you haven't, because it really does help the channel. I have been working hard, and I've been focusing a lot on the channel as well over the especially this year. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get this done. See you very soon on the next one, and yeah, stay tuned for next 2 weeks video, or next week's video. Yeah, anyway, I'm off. Anyway, goodbye.